Hey, what's up, guys? Today is Tuesday, and I've been in the shop. Been pretty productive today, so I'll turn you around and show you what I've got accomplished on the bench that I've been talking about doing. I finally got started, made the first cuts today, and so it was a little bit iffy, what I was going to do. I was really concerned with the joinery on the slab end that I'm going to drop down. So let me show you. So this end, so these are 45. So I went ahead and cut those. So that would just, if you can imagine, this would just swing down and it will fit here. And so that'll be a 90 degree. And so I'll have to do some sanding because this thing has a curve in it. And so when I cut it and I put it back, it's going to have that natural curve to it. So the edges are not going to line up exactly, which I knew that was going to happen just because of the shape of the slab. But I'll have to do just a little bit of sanding, not much, but it turned out really good. So this stuff is beautiful, man. I think the route I'm going to go, like I said, I was concerned with the joinery, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to dowel these. And I'm going to dowel them with the 7/8 inch dowel rod. And I don't know, I'm going to add a ton of glue to this, obviously, but I'm gonna throw some dowels in it from the side. Maybe, like 2 here and then 2 offset up top. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet, but I don't have a biscuit joiner, and I don't think, I've been talking to some other guys, I don't think the biscuit is gonna add any strength to this. And if I had a domino, I might try that, but I think this is probably gonna be my best option. This and maybe some splines. So I don't know, we'll see where that ends up. That's where I'm at now. I've got that cut. I think I'm happy with the way that's going to turn out. It's really heavy. I don't know how I'm gonna do it by myself, so I may have to recruit some help. So all right, so here are the legs. So I cut this hickory slab in 2 today, and I cut these out of it. These are the offcuts here, and so I milled these up, and these are going to be the legs. So there's some spalting going on here. I don't know if it's going to be like this because this came out of the same tree, so it could very well look like this once I get into it. I'm not sure, but that will look pretty good, I think. So anyway, these are the legs. I got to turn these. I'm going to have these on the other end. I'm going to keep this whole section, but I'm going to have one leg here splaying out to this corner, and another leg here splaying out to the corner. Not a lot, just a little bit to distribute the weight. So I think that's what I've got going on there. 2 legs on this end, and then this slab on that end. And then also, I'm going to cut some bow ties out of that same hickory, probably those offcuts over there. These are some that I just had laying around, messing around with before. But I think I'm going to throw some in on these cracks like that. I don't know if I'll do that many, but this leg, if I can turn it over. Sorry. On the outside, it's got this pretty good crack, so I may put one there, and I may end up putting one here. So I don't know how that'll look, but I'll have a couple bow ties in this leg just because of the splits here. This one's pretty good, so I'll end up putting one here, and then probably one in this one. And I've got a couple more, maybe this one. And this one has not gone all the way down yet, but it does have a split here. So I'm not sure if I'll add one there or not. But anyway, I'm going to have some bow ties to do. And like I said, I'm going to cut it out of the same material as these legs, so that kind of tie it in together. Hopefully, this Osage orange, once I sand it down and give it a nice coat of finish, and then that hickory, hopefully that'll blend real well, and that'll look pretty cool. So I'm kind of excited now. It just sometimes, it just takes just getting started. Just start on a project and just make that first cut. That's kind of you guys know Chris Cute. He's got a YouTube channel. Go check him out. That's his slogan. I think I've got his sticker somewhere. Make the first cut. Anyway, every time I say that, I think about Chris. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Make the first cut. Woodworking. Chris Cute. Anyway, got sidetracked there. But anyway, sometimes it just takes making that first cut to get started on a project. I've been kind of putting it off because I didn't know the direction that I wanted to go in. Now that I've got a game plan and I know about how this is going to go together, I'm excited for it. So I'm really excited about getting this project put together and just see how it turns out. A lot of my projects, I don't go in depth, or I don't do a lot of furniture projects. Maybe this is one of those projects that's kind of going to give me that confidence booster into going in more of that direction. Who knows? So maybe I'll learn from this. Maybe I'm sure I'll make some mistakes. So hopefully I'll learn from this project and do better. But anyway, that's what I've got for today. Also, I just want to mention that the fire pit project that I put out, I've gotten a lot of likes and I've gotten a lot of hate. People said, those blocks aren't going to last. Maybe not. There's only one row at the top that I can replace if that ever happens. The rest of the inside is protected by that fire brick, so that should be okay. I've got a hole drilled down into the center of that where all of the rainwater can drain out. And a ton of people are asking, how are you going to clean it? How are you going to clean it? Well, the ashes that build up in there, the rainwater hopefully will get rid of some of it, but then whatever's left over that dries out, I'll just blow out with a leaf blower if I have to. And whatever else is left, I really don't care. It can stay in there. It's not meant to last. I mean, to stay new looking. It's going to be, have burn marks along the edges and probably have marshmallows stuck to the sides. Who knows? So I'm not really concerned with it. And then other people said the paver base was not necessary. Well, it may not have been necessary, but the bottom, I wanted to be nice and flat and flush and just give it a nice base to it. And plus, it was too deep. I dug the hole first, which I should have done after I laid everything out and figured out what I was going to have as far as blocks and all that. But I dug the hole first, and so I had to bring the bottom of it up, and I didn't want to add dirt back in there. So that's one of the reasons I put paver base in it, to bring the bottom of the pit up. And then another person said it was just too complex, that it was like one of the most complicated fire pits he'd ever seen. Maybe so. I mean, I don't know, but a lot of the research that I did, I just combined a lot of ideas that I saw and plus some of the ideas that I wanted to incorporate into this fire pit. So that's how I did mine. Everybody does it different. So I don't understand the hate on some projects and love on the others. So everybody's got their own way of doing things. We're here to learn, and that's what this is all about. So anyway, all right, guys, see you later.